Hey, what's up? It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing that also amazing touch. We back for another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 5. Before we get into today's topic, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you to my co-host for today. Q, what's up, my boy?
What's up? How you doing it?
Q, how you feel being back at the Get Ready For It podcast, season 5?
Feeling pretty good. I'm ready for a great season.
Let's get it started. And also, we got my boy. Hey, listen, this man ain't made an appearance on the Get Ready For It podcast since October the 28th of 2020. That is over 3 years. It's my boy, the host of On the Stoop podcast, JD. What's up, my boy?
What's happening, man? Appreciate you for having me on, big dog.
Hey, man, it's been a long time.
Hey, y'all done upgraded, got a new location and shit.
Hey, your boy, we got 2 locations now while you playing with us now. Hey, we got a lot to talk about, my boy. But once again, shout out to the On the Stoop podcast, man. Listen, this podcast stuff is not easy. And I remember when I started our podcast, you guys started maybe like a month later, and y'all are probably the only other podcast besides our stuff that's still out there back in those times making it happen. So make sure you guys show the On the Stoop podcast some love on all social media and all platforms as well. And last but not least, the icon, the legend, the first guest ever for the Get Ready For It podcast, my girl Jasmine is back in the building. What's up, Jasmine?
Hey.
Thank you for coming back. You know, it's always a pleasure when we have you. You have a special place in the Get Ready For It podcast household because, you know, you were the first guest to ever come on our show and support us and stuff like that. So it's nothing but love when it comes down to you, my girl.
Most definitely. I'm going to always love you.
Oh. We're going to hop into the topics for today. I'm going to go to what we typically call here the stuff people say on social media. Now, you guys know that this segment used to have a cuss word in it, but since we go on YouTube and more professional, we're going to leave it out. Is that right, Q?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're going to hop into it. Once again, these are statements, quotes, or comments that people have made on social media, and we're going to either respond back or give our opinion on this statement. The first one was, when people find out your job, what's the most annoying thing they do always, and what do they always say? I work for an insurance company, so they always say, "Can you help me lower my insurance?" I can't help you with shit. Okay, I can't help you with anything, sir, ma'am, madam, folks. I can't do none of that. What about you, Jasmine? Because you are a hairologist. What's the first thing people say?
Can you do my hair? And I hate it with a passion. Like, go on my website, book an appointment if you're serious. I'm not talking to you about no hairstyle. You're not getting none of that from me. And I didn't even come outside for that. I really came outside to just chill, have a good time. I do not want to talk about my work.
JD, what about you?
They pretty much just ask, what is that? And I ain't going to waste my time explaining that to you because you just going to have more questions and you getting on my nerves. Well, kind of like you, I'm in insurance to a certain extent,
right?
But I'm more on the side of like when your job do open enrollment style instead of, you know what I'm saying? You getting your auto insurance or some shit like that, and they always go, "Oh, well, can you?" No, nah, bro. Nah.
I can't help you out with nothing.
Go to your HR bit out.
Yeah, you trying to jeopardize my job, trying to help you with some move. What about you, Q?
Constant when I get since I'm in delivery. Oh, can you deliver my packages? It ain't on my route. So.
Even if it was on my route, I would still not deliver
last.
to you. You get put last because you asking me.
Still
Next one. I donate plasma so I can go to the club and done fell out on the dance floor. Have you guys ever had to donate plasma?
No. Donating
and
plasma.
I pray I don't never have to
Life ain't got that rough there for y'all.
No,
I ain't never did that before.
It never ever was.
I was like, what is plasma and how much you gonna take and how much do I need of my body to stay alive? Our body just keep generated because how much they get for that? A nickel?
Like what, $50 and a slice of pizza?
Hey, wait a minute now. That $50 can come in handy. What you playing?
Yeah.
But not for no club entrance. I'm not spending what? I almost literally risked my life to go to the club of all places. You could have just put that money towards a trip or something.
What about you, JD? How do you feel about that statement?
It's a lot of things I can sell before I even need to get there. So I ain't even. Nah. I don't like needles anyway, so it's a no for me.
Hey, listen, if life ever get that hard for me, just know that I done hit rock bottom. Dead ass. I'm not
The
even
point of no return.
But I'm not saying that I wouldn't. If I had to do what I need to do for my next meal or something like that, I have no problem.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'm doing that though.
I'd rather put up a homeless sign.
For real?
I'll stand on the corner before I do that. Maybe like like the intersection before you go to the highway.
Right.
I'll do that, but I'm not donating no plasma. Mm-mm.
Nah, he was going crazy with that one summer.
Oh, okay. Okay, next one. Pull to the window for your total. Nah, let me know my total now so I can see if I'm able to pull to the window first. Hey, that's real. You go to some of these restaurants now, they done increase their prices. You thinking it's gonna be $10. It mean like, nah, we're gonna charge you $25. Oh no, let me just squirt out this line. Y'all have never done it before? You be like, nah, wait a minute.
Now, because McDonald's is always the same.
Wait a minute, nah.
Wendy's. Are you talking about like actual
Wait a
sit down
minute.
restaurants?
McDonald's used to have like a real dollars menu. They don't got no more.
Disappeared.
It disappeared, but McDonald's haven't really increased their prices like that. Like it changed a little bit, but not drastic.
I think make chicken like $2 now.
Yeah, shit ain't cheap no more. Shit costs
$1.
I don't eat McDonald's, so I couldn't
couldn't
tell
eat
you.
it. So.
I don't eat it.
It ain't that expensive. I've been recently. I was hungry. It wasn't nothing open.
I think I did that.
I still won't eat nothing.
I was at
I ain't finna go to bed hungry. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little greedy.
I was at Gyro's the other day, and they had, I went there, got a little one thing. They was like, okay, it's gonna be like 16 something. You said, I know what, I want this. So we just swerved out of line and got something else. It does happen. You listen, if that total ain't looking right, then we gonna have to figure it out. You feel me? Go on somewhere else or eat what's in the refrigerator. Because most 9 times out of 10, there is something in that refrigerator
that you don't want to cook.
You just don't want to cook.
But I ain't gonna lie. The only place that you can guarantee that they're gonna change the price every time is Waffle House.
I've been
like it's dead because I get the same meal and I promise it go up and down depending on the Waffle House I go to.
It depends on your cash.
Yeah,
too.
so I'm just like whatever. Like I already know I'm about to spend about $20.
I mean, it might be a solid $12.75 though.
I've never had a bill for $12 at Waffle House. It's been a good like 14,
what you getting, the Grand
15.
Slam? What you getting? What you get Waffle House?
The All-Star meal.
Grand Slam.
I'm thinking about Denny's. Listen, my bad. I got my breakfast place.
I'm over here like, when they start having
You a hater.
No, bro, don't disrespect them, boy.
You a hater, bro. JD, how do you feel about that? Have you ever went to a place and be like, nah, man, when they gave that total, you been like, nah, I'm good on that, bro?
Oh yeah, if I don't like the amount, I'm pull off. Like,
every time.
Look, I know what I set aside to eat. If it past that, don't worry about it.
For real, when I go to Chick-fil-A, if I spend over $17, it's something wrong every time. And then got a little bit. Last time I was in that bed, I was like, okay, wait, 15. Last time it was 13. I came in a couple months ago. So y'all increasing that stuff because when I go to Chick-fil-A, I get me a chicken deluxe with Kobe Jack cheese, an 8-count nugget, or a small mac and cheese.
Well, there you go.
Wait
That's
a minute.
why.
I gotta have sides.
That's a lot.
You got meals.
You got 2 entrees.
Wait, how the nuggets are entree?
The nuggets have always been an entree. What are you
nuggets
talking about?
Is a side.
Since when?
The macaroni aside.
Exactly. Nuggets have never been a side.
I get the small macaroni.
You get 2 entrees, a small mac and cheese. Where is the fries? Because you didn't mention the fries yet.
Well, honestly, if I get the mac and cheese, I don't get the fries. If I get the fries, I don't get the mac and cheese.
Okay, what kind of drink do you get in what size?
No, I don't get the drink.
You don't get the drink.
I don't get the drink. No, I drink what's at the house.
So you getting chicken with a side of chicken and some macaroni and cheese?
Well, the one chicken come.
That's a little bit too much chicken.
Hold on. The one chicken come with some bread and some tomatoes and lettuce.
You get sauce at least?
Huh?
You get some
I get ranch and I get honey barbecue. Not honey mustard, honey barbecue.
That's an interesting meal. That's a lot of chicken.
Well, no drink.
Do you save for later?
Nah, bro. That's what an 8-count and a chicken deluxe. That's one meal right there.
That's a lot of food.
That's too much chicken.
That's a lot of
one
food.
sitting.
That's a lot of food.
And when you're
getting
when y'all go to Buffalo Wild Wings and take down 20 pieces in 15, 30
I don't
minutes.
go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I done seen niggas eat chicken like it's like candy, like Jolly Ranchers. Take them bitches back here. Y'all cap it. That ain't a lot of food. 8 nuggets.
For some reason, that's different though, bro. Like wings, and then going to Chick-fil-A and getting 2 entrees in the side, bro. Like that's
you gotta hold the lunch.
With no
That's
drink.
different, bro.
Now I want to know, what are you drinking at home?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be Arizona green tea or raspberry green tea.
You gotta wait to drink it though. Food gonna be lukewarm by the time you
You
get
got
No,
2
bro, I
sets
live-
of chicken
first of all,
with a side of mac and cheese.
I live in Brandon, so my house is not
In
far from the
Arizona.
Chick-fil-A. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Arizona green tea. You gotta be a little healthy with the green tea. You feel me?
Right.
Hey man, y'all ain't finna cap on me now. Next one. If a coworker spit on you, are you supposed to call HR?
Nah, they gonna call. They gonna call security.
They gonna call the ambulance or somebody. They gonna call God first or somebody to pull me up off them. Vanessa, Jasmine.
You good? I got 2 aliases, but that's I've never been spit on, so I don't know how I would react. But I do know that like my coworker just not gonna randomly spit on me. I feel like something happened to that point. But the type of person I am, I'm real petty, so I'm gonna make sure I go to HR to you first, so that way moving forward, if anything happens, especially a situation like that, I got every right to defend myself. And you gonna lose your job after I tear your ass up.
Yeah, because I was finna say, what is that part at? Because that's the part.
Yeah, no, I think long term, I would make sure people lose their job behind me.
Yeah, I was like, Jasmine, can't you like, I don't think you gonna let that slide with ease. Nah, ain't no just talking it out. Nah,
I mean, I've grown. I've grown a lot.
Nah, somebody getting hit with a computer. That whole desktop, whatever type of equipment they got the job, that big getting hit. Cross your head quick. JD, what about you?
That's the ultimate sign of disrespect for
It
me.
really
So
is.
all that rational thinking, that's going out the window as soon as that spit hit me. Your ass sleep, cause nah, bro. I have to figure out the job after that. I know I'm getting walked out, but man. I can't let nobody just spit on me like that. Hell no.
You ain't gotta walk me out. I just walk out myself. I already know I'm going, cause that's so foul. Like, you don't think nothing of me. Like, that's what I get from that. Like, I'm better dead than you.
Yeah, like you spit on the floor, bro. Like you spit on the ground. You don't spit on me. Nah.
And then if you hit him back, you want to go in jail. Like, wait a minute, this man spit on me. Well, sir, we're going to take you. It was excessive force. You you beat it with a computer. Oh, well.
That's spit excessive
For
force.
real. Nasty. There's some rabies or something in there. Something nasty in that spit.
All these variants going on still.
Okay, next one. Anything I ever lost, God replaced it tenfold, and that's why I never worry. Won't he do it?
Won't he?
When he do it? Yeah, see what? I can tell you ain't been to church since 93.
I went this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you was this morning?
Yes, sir.
But then before you came in here, you was doing the devil's work.
What's that?
I'm not going. This is a family
Not you
show.
exposing.
I'm not.
I don't know what
You
you're
right. I
talking
don't want. I don't want. I'm not going to mix the
about.
Lord and the devil's working now.
Yeah.
JD, how do you feel about that comment? Anything I ever lost, God replaced it tenfold, and that's why I never worried.
I mean, I'm the son of a deacon, so
Oh,
I grew up with that mentality.
okay. So that ministry is embedded
Yeah.
into you. Okay. What about you, Jasmine?
I agree 1,000%. God has definitely been showing me that my whole life.
Anything I ever lost. Listen, and sometimes, God is good.
All the time.
Won't he do it? Because sometimes the words like that are very powerful. Sometimes you need to see that anything I ever lost. That's also a message that the things that you may be holding on, that you think that you may be struggling with letting go. I want you to understand that if you listen to this, anything you ever let go, I promise you, God's gonna replace that bit 10 times fold. Okay, crazy. You ride through people's storm with them, but somehow you ride through yours alone. Q, how you feel about that? You have those situations where you feel like you stand 10 toes down with your friends or family members, but then when your turn come around and life hits you hard, it's like ain't nobody anywhere to be found.
I mean, I feel like I keep mine to myself, though. I don't really try to put my burdens on nobody, because I know ain't nobody gonna get through it but me. Like, I'm here by myself, so at the end of the day, it's always gonna be me. I mean, I could probably help you with yours, but like I don't feel the need to like sometimes like really speak out my problems to folks, because at the end of the day, I'm the one that got to solve it. Like, you can maybe give me like words of encouragement, but it's still up to me to do what I got to do to change the outcome.
You need to go ahead and unpack that and find out why that is, the root cause, and how the hell you like. What the hell? What you mean, Jasmine? Let me ask you how you feel about that.
Honestly, I feel like when people point that out, it's because you've been so focused with loving on people who never loved you back. And it took for you to go through your storm and you finally realized that. So I feel like people need to like actually love on those who love on them, so that way you don't feel like that moving forward.
See what I'm doing here, cutie? You see what she's saying?
I feel like
I feel like that was you was trying to say, right?
I'm there for people, but I'm saying like for my problems personally, like I just keep them to myself.
Can't nobody even ask you how you doing. You just already ready. I'm good.
But I'm saying like I'm not gonna be like, oh well, I'm like. No,
and ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like.
See, that's what people keep everything bottled in. You're supposed to be able to express what you're going through.
Yeah, I used to be like that.
Affect me like. I don't let it drop.
Let's move over to the deacon, JD.
The deacon not here, but the deacon at home right now. I can tell you that for a fact. But nah, the piggyback off of her, she hit dead on the head, man. I found that I learned that lesson the hard way. So now I only surround my people who invest in me as I invest in them. So the guys that I surround myself with and that I allow in my life with my family and everything, like we go through everything together. So if you got an issue, you know what I'm saying? If I can't help you with it, I'm going to find somebody who can. And same way back, on my end. So
you don't even like, even if you came across somebody that was like, okay, you were, you supported them, they were going through things, and you start noticing that they're not doing it for you, are you going to talk to them, or are you going to be like, nah, it's a wrap?
See, it depends on our relationship. How long we been kicking it, and how deep we are in it. Cause like I said, I learned that lesson. This was somebody that was blood to me. So
I'll be the one.
That exactly. So I'm like, if my family can do this to me, me and you ain't, outside of this friendship, we ain't really got nothing going for each other. So yeah, man, if I feel like I'm more invested in our friendship and everything than you are, then I'm gonna take a step back. If you know this, cool. If not, then that shows that I made the right choice. Then, saying distancing myself. So
I agree.
Yeah, because I'm finna say something to you. I'm like, hey, I was going through some shit, and then you won there. If I don't like the reaction I get, then that's when I'm gonna make my decision. If I'm very good with communicating with my thoughts and my feelings. I'm a Cancer, so I'm gonna always let you know how I feel. If it ain't working out, then hey, I learned that from Jasmine one time. Me and Jasmine alone time ago had a nice little conversation in this podcast studio, and she told me a couple of things, and I took that shit to heart. And I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm here.
Next one. These kids don't know full length songs anymore. The fuck is a TikTok mashup? But listen, they're not making songs as long as they used to. I mean, they're not the length. Like a close. They for some reason like 2 minutes, 35 minutes. Oh, excuse me, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Like I was listening to Chloe the other day. I was like, her songs is only like 2 minutes. What's going on in the music world? Q, you being a musician yourself, a rapper, a producer, a singer, R&B connoisseur. What's going on with these little TikTok songs that ain't really doing nothing to the?
Because it's just what's trendy now. Like that's what's ever hot right now. It ain't like no. I don't want to say like no weight to it. There
ain't no Faith Evans.
Back in the day,
I'm making on to you. But like, hey, maybe I do. Ain't got no copyrights for that.
Yeah, so get it together, dog.
Jasmine, how do you feel like? You feel like they making music like they used to?
No, because people don't have long attention spans. Everybody has a short attention span now. So I feel like they're making music based off the audience to make sure that they keep up with them. Because that's really all that we see. If you go on TikTok, like, I don't know. I've been into, like, content creating, so I noticed that the longer your videos are or your audio is, people aren't really engaging with it. They want something quick. And if you expect to go viral, it has to be quick, under, like, 10 seconds, 15 at most. Anything longer, nah. It's not. You're not even going to reach your audience. Unless it's drama.
I support that, and I believe that, which is, being like she said, a content creator, you typically heavily on your social media, and you kind of see the reels. That's why reels are not typically even that long. They won't even let them get to a certain length because people's attention span is really small.
They changed it.
Right. They did?
Like 2 minutes?
It went from like before you used to be able to watch a reel up to like a minute. You pack in all your content now. Because I follow this girl. She's also a content creator. And she said that you cannot create your reel no longer than 15 seconds now. Because if it's anything longer, people aren't going to engage with it. They're just going to scroll past it. So you have to make sure that whatever content you have, it could just be like a little small clip that's constantly looping, but make sure you hit your key point on the video and gravitate towards your audience to read your caption so they know what you're talking about. And that's all I've been seeing. It's crazy though, because like, I don't know. I'm like very informative. So for me, I struggle with that. I struggle with it a lot. I don't even want to post like that, to be honest.
Bring back good music, or at least some type of music. I need Whitney Houston, Kelly Price type of music.
We're not gonna have that no more.
Bring back some
yes.
Like we have it, but it's not mainstream.
Yeah, that don't exist no more. We in the time of streaming as well. So
I mean, Taylor Swift got some songs out there.
It's a lot of other artists outside of Taylor Swift though that I could name.
Leave her out of this. I'm tired of hearing her name.
You know, Beyonce. Listen, she got some hits on her.
I mean, yeah.
Beyonce has it. She has range. But it's like, it's other artists. They're just never going to be mainstream.
I mean, we always got Ice Spice out there.
Who?
Ain't your name Ice Spice?
What's the next topic?
Ooh, we don't have to get into that. Yeah, I have some opinions about her, but we're going to leave that to God. We're going to get to some hot topics real quick. Ex-NFL player Sergio Brown, charged with killing mother, has been denied release. If you guys saw this on social media, it was a man that unfortunately found his mother. They were looking for his mother, and they found his mother unfortunately deceased behind her house in like a lake or something like that, or a ditch. Mm-hmm. Come to find out that her son was actually flew to Mexico and was in Mexico making videos talking about she's still alive. Sir, these people, that's not what people, the mortician saying. But now they have finally got him, deported him back to the United States, and he's in jail. How do you guys feel about this story here?
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I seen the Mexico video, I was like, yeah, that nigga did this.
Yeah, as soon as he
and went on a vacation straight after having the time of his life.
That boy eyes was bloodshot red in that video.
Man, every video that nigga posted, it got worse, bro. Like,
I'm gonna say allegedly because he hasn't been found guilty. Allegedly, you know, but it's just, to me, it's just weird when people do a crime, right? They don't want to get caught for doing a crime. They want to do the act of like hurting somebody or killing somebody, but they draw the line of getting caught for it. That's always confusing to me.
He drew the line to himself though. Like,
that man said, I'm gonna allegedly take my mama out and then hop on a plane and go to Mexico. He should have went to Russia. We don't mess with them. They wouldn't have brought her back.
They wouldn't let him in
For
either.
real.
Definitely not.
Yeah, bro tripping.
I mean, I'm a prick. I mean, it is sad. His mom was like 70 something. Can you imagine, like, unfortunately, like having a child and then they be the one to take you out like that? It's crazy, man. But they said, you know, he's an ex-NFL player. You know, there's a lot of health things with football players where they get out of the league, and then unfortunately, you know, something with what is it called? Something
CTE.
Yeah, CTE and stuff like that messes with their mental stability.
It may be that, but like at the same time, it still could be other stuff going on.
No, that's crazy.
I can see that, but I'm just saying, like, it ain't always just CTE alone.
Okay, next topic. Tyrese calls Samantha Lee heartless after she reflects on the decision to divorce and speak on them possibly reconciling. So what happened was Tyrese at one point was married to a woman named Samantha Lee. They got a divorce. They had a newborn child. She went on the radio recently, had an interview, and she said that she regrets divorcing or divorcing him while she was feeling the way she was feeling. He came back out and said, "You are heartless," because he said that her mother was in her ear. And he was like, why would you pack up a 1-year-old and then ask for a divorce and then say it was your mother's fault or people who was in your ear? How do you guys feel about this situation? Do you think that she was being genuine, or do you think she was just looking for like a moment? Q?
That sounds like a moment. Because how long ago was this marriage?
A couple of years ago.
Hasn't he been married since then, though? Or still going through like another divorce?
I think he's currently married to a woman that's a lot younger than him. I know that.
Gotta get it how you live. But no, I just feel like this like a stunt, because like I feel like you're using your mom as an excuse or something like that. Like, you're too grown for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's all right to tell your family some of your business, but you don't got to tell them everything. Like, they don't got to be on, on every decision that you make in your relationship, especially if you're married or was married.
How do you feel about it, JD?
I mean, why bring this up now? It was 3 years ago. Why why does this information need to be out now? Don't nobody care. He done moved on. Look like you can't move on. So what's the point? What do you gain from this?
Jasmine, what do you think?
You're not gonna divorce his wife and get back with you. So move on with your life, man.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think it was genuine. And the only reason why I say I think it was genuine because since I'm a hairstylist and I speak with women like every day, one thing that I have realized with women, a lot of us are very emotional. Not a lot of us come from like a logical background where we think with our heads and not with our hearts. So I read into it when you sent me the email, King, and I seen how like she pretty much said that she didn't have the right people in her corner. So you got to remember, like, everybody grew up different, right? So she probably did, with her mom's situation, she probably dealt with her mom not having, like, an active husband. So if you have people in your life who they don't have successful marriages or relationships and they see you going through yours, even though it may not be that bad, they're not going to wish you the best. They're speaking from a place of hurt and emotion, and they're going to drive you to doing that. So I do agree, like, yes, she's grown, but sometimes people don't process situations fully. They just think off of impulse, and then when it's all said and done, you reflect, and you're like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have done it in this way or that way. So I know, like, yeah, it's kind of off, like, okay, you coming out years later, and now you're saying it, but that probably was her moment to, like, finally release it, because I can't imagine me going through something and I need like an honest, not even like an honest opinion, more so like sound advice. And I have nobody in my corner giving me that. Not my lawyer, not my friends, and not my mother. And that's all that I have. So, and I, like I said, I deal with women every day. So I hear it all the time and it sucks. I feel like I'm the only person that a lot of women that I've dealt with on that level with hair, when they come to me and they talk to me, they're like, you're the only person that has not told me to do this or do that. You're literally giving me sound advice like, okay, just process the situation and just see what you feel is best to do at the end of the day. Because I'm real unbiased, but a lot of people aren't like that, unfortunately.
You know, I feel as though, to JG's point, it doesn't, you know, if you guys have been divorced for a little while and now you do an interview like 2 years later and you say that, oh, I regret the way I had the divorce because my mother people and my mother was in my ear. Tyrese already going through a lot, right? He's suing home. He was trying to sue Home Depot. You know, his acting career. You know, his other something. He's paying a lot of child support that he don't want to pay. He want Martin Luther King, Albert Jackson. So wanting people to come to the court and like tell people to stop with child support. He's already going through a lot, Miss Lee. So for you to come out of nowhere and say that, oh, I regret it. What are you trying to do? Mess with the man's head?
But then you got to remember he drug her first. And he been talking crap about her on the internet.
Years ago. I don't think
but even still, like, so you can't negate from her speaking her truth. When he already did it, you already brought y'all business to the forefront. And that's an issue that Tyrese has. Every time something happens, you're on the internet crying. You're putting everybody in your business. So you can't sit here and kick her down because you want somebody to be down with you. You didn't even care about her feelings and how she felt in that moment. And like I said, I can only imagine like how she felt. I've never been married. I've never been divorced. But again, it's just a matter of fact of I don't have nobody in my corner to like actually sit me down and help me process everything what I'm going through, even certain decisions I'm about to make. And I can't even communicate with my then husband that made me feel like, yeah, we just should, you know, go ahead and get a divorce. And he not making it no better because now you done made me a worldwide name. I'm on the Shade Room. Like, that lady is not no celebrity. She is a regular individual. So just imagine, like, what she had to deal with in the comments because I've seen it personally. Like, people will literally bash you off a little piece of information and they don't know exactly what's going on, but it's the other person's fault that has created that narrative. So I just feel like she probably just reminded, like, dang, she human. She feel like she made a mistake, not necessarily to say, you know, hey, let's get back together, but like, this is my truth, this is how I feel, and to help her move forward, like, appropriately, not just trying to rush herself through it, because that's what a lot of people do.
You got a point, though, because Tyrese is that man will put everybody in his business and then quick to play victim.
Yeah.
Crying, snotting in his nose and all this. Like, yeah, man. So you got a point there.
Okay, next one. We're gonna talk about Brian McKnight changes his name to match his youngest son. His elder is no longer Brian Jr. So he has, before his current marriage, he has 3 other kids. So his name was originally Brian McKnight. So he had a son. And he named him Brian McKnight Jr. Years later, he got remarried. Now he has another son that's like a baby that was named Brian something Knight Jr. So Senior changed his name to match his other son's name. How do you guys feel about that?
This nigga's a monster.
Oh, he's definitely like that man's like
He is
definitely
sick.
like that man's like that's crazy as fuck. I mean, that's crazy as hell.
Nah, you said it right.
That's like, and that's intentional because you do it publicly, so you try to intentionally because his other son is grown, but that's still like you purposely changed your name because you wanted that son to have it. That's some psychological stuff that I can't even start to unpack that.
I just feel like you should just not broadcast family stuff like that.
You shouldn't even. That doesn't.
Like
that's the weirdest thing, Mr. McKnight.
I thought he was always a little weird too. I like his music, but like
I ain't gonna lie, the kids started it though.
You think the kids started it?
No, they definitely did. I seen it when it first hit the blogs. They were just pretty much talking about how much of a horrible parent he is. Not to say that he had every right to change the last name. Mm-hmm. I just think that's like beyond petty. Like you literally just written all your kids off and you started a whole new life with this new woman and the last child that you have as if nothing happened, when it's like, bro, you still got kids. But the kids definitely tried to expose him for sure. I seen it when it hit the blogs.
That man said I can one up you.
Yeah,
That
that's really what it is.
it's giving petty versus petty for sure.
It's definitely what it was. What about you, JD? How did you feel about that?
That's wild to me. And that's somebody that's named after their father. Like, I wish my dad would do something like that, bro. Like, what is we talking about here? I am your first child. Like, I'm named after you, so you. And then when I seen him say something about how I guess to me it sounded like he was calling the other kids ugly and this kid was beautiful or something like that. And I'm just like, what you got going on, bro? Like, what's happening right now?
That's insane. No.
Listen, Mr. Brian McKnight, Brian McKnight, you got a voice. Let's positive things here before we go. You have a voice. You start back to 1-5. You count that. That's one of my favorite songs out there. But something with you just, really you need to have Vonnie need to come and just figure out why you so like mean to your children. I understand. I mean, Jasmine, you feel as though his kids started it, but I don't know, man. He sued his daughter because he was trying to say she was doing some incest stuff, which was weird. He changing names. He only claiming them.
Hold on, let's backtrack. Okay. Incest.
Mm-hmm. He sued his daughter because he said his daughter was having sex with one of the family members, something like that, and she was found not guilty of that. So that's why he doesn't really. That's why they don't talk right there. And on top of that, ever since he got married and got a new wife, he's completely abandoned even in his IG profile, they're none of his children, just the one that he's married to now, his stepchildren.
I did notice that when everything started, but they just have, it's clear as day they have some Tyler Perry, Medea, Big Happy Family, the play version, not the movie version. Some deep rooted issues because that's the only thing that processing in my mind for him to just want to just start over and act as if none of them exist. Like, what happened? Like, I really want to be a fly on the wall. Like, dang, what happened?
No cap, I fast forward the Medea plays. I'm songs.
I ain't gonna lie, I love them.
They be hollering the whole damn song.
That's soul. That's literally that's what you were asking for. Like, why them songs be so short? That's why they would never do that.
And you fast forward.
Yeah, I like to sing. I especially like at the end when they do that old school medley with all the old school.
They be all together. They sing it from their stomach, not their chest.
The songs be the best part because they acting be trash. So.
Let's talk about somebody that the world. Let's talk about somebody that the world collectively hates together. Which hates is a strong word. Someone use the word dislike, and that's y'all out here in the world. Jada Pinkett Smith. Why do y'all hate that lady so much?
I am so sick of this Marvel villain.
I'm gonna let y'all have it, and I'm gonna have some. So.
Let me say this. Okay, devil's advocate, right? She is a woman that has experienced a lot in life. And she is being transparent with her experience because she believes that her experience can teach somebody out there. You know, why would what I know.
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing yet. I wanted you to give them the floor before you play devil's advocate.
Okay.
So go ahead,
Q,
y'all.
I'll give you the floor.
Who we talking about?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
You know who we talking about.
Who we talking about?
We talking about
Why
Tupac.
we still talking about? That's what we talking about. That's what
Talking
we
about Tupac.
Because he's still alive through her. Obviously, this shit is weird. Like,
Love never dies. Keep going.
all right. I ain't got nothing to say about Jada though. I'm tired of seeing Jada. I love that she transparent, whatever, but it's all right to be quiet. It's
But why she need to be okay?
why she need to talk? Like,
Why shouldn't she talk?
she need to stop embarrassing my uncle. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was waiting on it.
How you feel?
No, I was gonna say, go ahead.
How you feel as though maybe he embarrassed her?
He ain't even worried about her. Last time I seen
He
was in
definitely
Alaska.
is worried about her. He was with her. He was recently at one of her book tours. Keep playing. That puts strong.
Man, that man stopped by for 30 minutes and hauled ass.
JD
and said that he not gonna leave her,
at all.
and he still love her.
At all.
But I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna
Hey,
Did he?
say my opinion.
My whole thing is, cool, you want to be transparent. Didn't nobody ask for none of this. None of it. Like, if you want to give a book, cool. You got the red table talk where you had them on the crying and all this, and then y'all had the nerve, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life or something like that. Whatever.
That's crazy.
That is what it is. Then you come on there and you talk about the slap at the Oscars, and if y'all was separated, you know, cool. We didn't know. We didn't need to know. The world really didn't care. But every time you open your mouth, it's just some dumb stuff to me, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say she embarrassing Will Smith because look, birds of a feather flock together, so they might be embarrassing each other at this point. I don't know. I just want her to be quiet just a little bit. Like, just sit down. You gave us the what was it? The entanglement, the arrangement. What that was?
They made a song.
That whole thing. It's just, y'all already rich. Just go about your business. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Jasmine.
Okay, so as someone who I watched the Red Table Talk, I read Will's book. In a way, I don't want to say that I intentionally followed their story. So with the Red Table Talk, she wasn't going to speak on the entanglement. Will wanted her to speak on the entanglement. So when they were separated, because he literally says it in the interview, like you can find a clip and it's online because I watched it when it first aired. But Will literally wanted her to talk about it. He wanted her to address it. Yes, they were separated since 2016. So that's a fact. Will also spoke of that in his book. Will also has been cheating with her with numerous people in Hollywood. Like, you can still find pictures of it online. So he's always been the cheater in their relationship. He also left his previous wife for Jada, but had his previous wife thinking that they were in a happy marriage. So Will, like, as far as relationship wise, he trash. I understand that's y'all uncle, and you know what I'm saying, y'all rock with him, cool. Like, and I'm not gonna say he's a bad person. He's probably like one of the coolest people on earth. But relationship wise, he has always been for self. So with her cheating in that moment, she just was not considering his feelings, which, you know, everybody's opinion is different, and she did what she did. I feel like with August getting upset, you got mad because you trying to catch feelings, and she was not into that because she knew she wasn't gonna leave her husband, and so now you want to cry about it. It wasn't that big of a deal. But then we also have to remember too, like in our world, because I could pick up on y'all energy, y'all stay in y'all own bubble, but y'all gotta remember, like, people on social media have been talking about their situation like nonstop, like constantly bringing it up. So if from a professional standpoint, you have to now try to get in front of the camera and change the narrative, or at least put your own narrative out now. With Will, what he did was he just made a book, but you never would catch him saying anything, because he the type of person where, like, I don't want to say he throw rocks and hide his hands, but like he like secretive but not secretive. So it's like we see that you cheating, but you never gonna sit there and address it or talk about it. Versus like with her, she just for whatever reason has always gotten unnecessary backlash, when it's like at the end of the day we really don't know what went down. We don't know who cheated first. But like I said, from watching the Red Table Talk interview, from both the entanglement and the one that they had prior with her mom sitting, Will has always cheated first. Will has always been what's the term I'm looking for? Pretty much like he just always been plotting on who his next female finna be in the moment. Like he did a movie with Margot Robbie. They're literally kissing and holding hands. Like it was a whole big deal to Hollywood, but it wasn't a big deal to black media because they were never gonna expose Will in that light. And that's something that I've always noticed, to where sometimes when a black man cheat, it's like, okay, we'll bring it up briefly and then that's it. But for whatever reason, when it comes to women in the industry, it's like they're always being brought up to the forefront. Now moving forward from that situation, so with her coming out with the book, like I said, she coming from a professional standpoint. Let me just get in front of this and just say what I need to say. In regards to her with Tupac, I just feel like they had a genuine friendship. They weren't in love with each other like relationship wise, but they literally grew up dirt poor. They went to a performing arts school together. Like they were genuinely best friends. So I've had a friend or two to where it was like, okay, you leave, we not together no more. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, okay, I'm gonna just move on. Like I'm still gonna hurt, but this is like a grieving process for her. Like I can't imagine like not having nobody in my corner to where like, okay, not to say that you need to replace my best friend who tragically got killed, but more so like be as supportive as my best friend. Like he knew me in and out. So it's like coming from that, like I could just, like I said, I could only imagine like how she feels. So yeah, you know, to us it look annoying, like dang, like why you keep bringing up Tupac, but that was her friend. Like that was just her friend.
Yeah, I feel as though, I want to say, you have to there's nowhere in the good book that says that when somebody goes through experiences that they're not allowed to share their experience. I do think, however, it was just kind of odd if you guys said you guys were separated in 2016. Will Smith, why you going on stage slapping people if that's the case? Why you did that? If you guys are separated and she talking about you ain't called her wife in years, why you go on that stage and slap that man like that? So you ruin your career for a person that you guys been separated since 2016 for?
Well, I would say look at it from this standpoint.
I am looking at it from his standpoint.
No, hold on. What I'm saying is this, like, we didn't know that they was like fully separated, right? We like it closed off in the dark. So they clearly were on the same page of where we're going to save face for each other. And then also too, as someone who, I have clients who got alopecia. Like if you never experienced really hair loss, like for a woman, it's different. So like I know people like, oh, she always had short hair, she always been bald head. It's one thing to face that, but then it's like you want to wear certain hairstyles, you don't feel comfortable in your skin, you're gonna be very insecure. You don't know what she's battling with behind closed doors. So that's probably something that she done shared with her husband. And then it's like, yeah, you making a joke, Chris Rock, but the fact that it came out that wasn't even originally supposed to be his joke, it was supposed to be something else for someone else, and then they changed it last minute, like, oh, let's talk about her alopecia and her being bald. Like I feel like he just did that. Like at the end of the day, regardless of what me and her got going on, you just not finna say nothing slick about her. And I don't feel like he ruined his career, because at the end of the day, like white people love Chris Rock, so of course it was gonna be way much of an uproar than it needed to be. But in that moment, he definitely probably could have handled it different. But like I said, like if my man getting talked about, I know how I am. I'm on all that, irregardless of what we got going on. Like I'm gonna have your back 1000%. There is no limitations on that. But yeah, that man's career was not ruined. They just sat there and banned him from probably going, but he's still gonna make movies. He still made a movie after that. He still had a lot of support. It's just that's just shunned upon when it comes to white people. Like you can't be black and do that, but at the same time, white people have been doing that in those spaces for years. You just can't be black and do it.
Pretty much, especially.
Next topic here. So there was a social media. It was a big thing this week or a couple weeks ago, where this list came out. A list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date and think. So these are the lists. We get some understanding here. And since Jasmine, you're the only person on this cast today that is a woman, I want to know if you feel the same way, because we need to have a conversation. First one, Cheesecake Factory. If you too bougie for the Cheesecake Factory, I don't need you in my life.
I just feel like people just need to date who matches you. Like I just feel like
so can a man take you to the Cheesecake Factory?
Okay, so for me, I've been to the Cheesecake Factory before on a date, but you have to remember, with my personality, I'm not a complainer. Like I'm not gonna expect nothing out of you that I know deep down inside I'm not gonna give you. So if I expect for you to take me to Ruth Chris, I have to be able to match that. Period. Point blank. That's just a non-negotiable. However, I personally don't have an issue with the Cheesecake Factory because I like like they Tex-Mex egg rolls. So, you know, like I'm gonna bust that down. Like, okay, cool. But then if that person like brings up a restaurant that I don't care for, I'm just gonna bring up a suggestion because we don't know each other. We're getting to know each other, so I can't expect you to know. Okay, well, she probably want to go this place. She probably want to go that place. No, I'm gonna just help you out. And then on top of that too, like I'm looking out for your pockets. I don't know how your pockets is. Sometimes I take myself to Eddie V's for lunch only. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna expect no dude that I'm just meeting to do that I like to spoil myself. So I don't be looking for nobody to spoil me, but that's just me.
What about you, Q?
I feel like that's funny.
So if a girl came to the girl came to, they was like, you know, you like, I'm gonna take you to Cheesecake Factory. And she'd be like, no, I'm not going there. What you doing?
Okay, first I ask like, well, okay, like since you don't prefer this, and like, what is your taste buds like?
Ruth Chris.
And we
Ruth Chris,
we're not starting off with that though. Like,
No, but that's not what you just said. You said you gonna ask her taste, and she's being honest with you, Ruth Chris. What you doing then?
I'm say like, okay, we're not gonna go there off the back.
Why can't we go there? Cause what?
What have you done to earn that yet?
Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
You just don't like get that.
So you gonna be like, okay, what have you earned to get that? No, you ain't finna be like that. I know you ain't gonna say nothing like nowhere near that.
Do we have time to talk about that? Because I want to get into that, like this whole earning.
She gonna snap.
I'm not saying. No, I just want to understand. I really do want to understand though, because I'm a woman.
What you trying to say, bro? You're not saying that you gotta work for it, but like this is our first interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I get that part.
Yeah, like, that's where I'm coming from. Like we can do something simple. Like I don't want to gotta go off the back right away for you. Like I can, but it's like let me fill you out first.
But you take a bit of Waffle House in a minute.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
But hold on.
I'm not going to suggest no Waffle House.
Wait a minute though. But that's that don't make no sense though. If she say Waffle House, you be like, okay, that's what you want to do. If I say Ruth Chris, that's not the same thing. That's what I want to do.
Oh. That's what my pockets want to
do. Just say that. Say what people. That's the point I'm looking for. But I'm not spending that kind of money on you. I don't know you like that yet.
Yes, exactly. We gonna do something.
But that's
simple.
the real.
That is real.
JD, let me get your opinion.
Y'all said the same thing.
Look, man, I can't speak for nobody else here, but I've been with the same person for 14 years.
I know that's right. Look, black men don't cheat. Some of them.
You know what I'm saying? Not all. Some of us don't.
Oh, God.
I love that for y'all.
Me and my wife, our first date was to the movies and in the food court at the mall. So
y'all match each
simple,
other.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, me personally, I'm not gonna take nobody to the Cheesecake Factory only because I don't like Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Then it gave me food poisoning twice, so I can't. I can't never go back there.
The one in Brooklyn?
The one at the mall. Yeah,
allegedly, we about 200.
Ain't no allegedly. It was definitely them. It was definitely them.
Hey,
throw them under the jail, please.
Allegedly.
This is no indictment to them. This is just my personal experience with them. So I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna invite you there. But
right.
You know, if I was, you know, in the single life or whatever and trying to go on a date, you know, I'm gonna take some suggestions from you. You know, where would you like to go? And then if it's some Ruth Chris, we ain't doing that. We can meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like a Texas Roadhouse.
So I make you ask you guys a question real quick. What level is Ruth Chris worthy of? What is that? Is that dating? Is that
that's like down the line? Like we feel
what's
like
that? What's down the line?
Like once I get to know you.
Once you get to know the person, once you get them draws. Those are two different things.
No, because some men when they get the draws, they don't even want to deal with a girl no more.
That's true. So you saying once you feel like you investing,
yeah,
and then after that you gonna say, okay, let's go to Roof Cliff. And
yeah, like then it'll pick up like gradually. Like
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't paying for none of that shit. I ain't paying. Listen, I mean McDonald's, Burger King. Mall food, IHOP.
He just cheap.
I'm Subway. I'm gonna pay for all that. No, I'm gonna pay for all that. But you gonna talk about some Ruth Chris? You done lost your mind in this economical system of bills being high and rent being $700 on a date.
Rent being $700.
I mean $1,700. I mean, listen here. Okay, I for birthdays and anniversaries and stuff like that, I take it up. But I'm not just. Can we go to Ruth Chris?
Ruth Chris food ain't even all that good.
Yeah, right.
So they should have used a better example.
Some other places on this
Eddie
list
V's or Charlie's Steakhouse or something.
Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden. What's wrong with Olive Garden? The movies. What's wrong with the movies? Your House. The House disrespectful. Y'all know what y'all doing.
I was
Right?
waiting for you to bring that up.
That ain't a date.
Yeah.
Any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey, Buffalo Wild Wings on a maybe if you like sports together, you guys can go there. Wingstop. There ain't nothing wrong with Red Lobster. This is a little. Nah, buffet, that's kind of crazy. Taking a motherfucker to Golden Corral for a date.
Yeah,
I haven't been to Golden Corral in years.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do anything like buffet style, you might as well take them to what's
Fred's?
that? No, not Fred's.
Fred's
What's
bust.
that? What's that?
I would damn
Steakhouse.
sure go to Fred's though.
Yeah, sure would.
I've never been to Fred's. I've heard about Fred's.
It's good.
Yeah, they food good. I ain't gonna lie to
That
you.
fried
What are their
catfish is good.
hours?
That catfish.
Ooh, I don't know. Them
That
catfish
damn-
be good.
that damn
Yeah,
bread
yeah,
push.
it's
Where
that-
is
yeah,
Fred's
man,
located?
It's over there in Riverview somewhere.
Ain't on 301.
Yeah.
It's by the Zico's on 301.
Yeah.
Okay.
It be-
Right on the corner.
Oh, they have 3 different locations.
Okay, yeah. It's what else? Let's read. It says Denny's, the gym, church. Wait a minute, ain't nothing wrong with the Lord House now. Ain't nothing wrong with the Lord
That ain't no
House.
date, bro. That wild.
I about to say
On the first Sunday, you both can. What they do on first Sundays? What is it?
communion.
That's
Communion.
wild.
That's what it is. That's what. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot.
you know you need
We both
Jesus.
just. No, listen. I used to be in the church. Let me tell you
Used
something.
to. You forgot. Go ahead.
I ain't too far from the cross now. Next, okay. Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates. What's wrong with the ice cream date? Now, family function, depending on what
Ain't
date
no
level, that's
ice
crazy.
cream.
Movie night, Netflix, Hulu, that's crazy. Somewhere that requires a long drive. Bowling, what's wrong with bowling? That's a good date. Nightclubs, ain't nothing wrong with a nightclub. Hookah bar,
Yeah.
a bar for just drinks. Waffle House sport events. I
Yo,
mean,
Waffle House on the list.
get some crazy stuff.
Waffle House gonna always be there.
Okay, you guys, we're going to go to a segment called the On the Stoop podcast segment. Once again, JD last appearance on this show was almost 3 years ago, but in those 3 years, they have accomplished a goal that a lot of podcasts have not accomplished. They have reached over, at this time, 100 episodes. Now, mind you, that was back in 2022. We in 2020. It was June the 10th, 2022 is when they dropped their 100 episodes. Now, this is 2020, so it's many. Hold on, I'm going to press one of these buttons, JD. They may be wrong, but I'm going to press it until I get it right.
What's your
Oh,
profanity?
damn.
That's what she said.
Okay, hold on.
Get that garbage
Okay,
out
hold
of
on.
here.
What?
You are fake news.
Bro, you
That's the one. Sorry, dude.
need labels.
That's the one, JD. Hey, congratulations to you on the Stoop podcast, man. How does it feel to have reached that milestone of 100 episodes that a lot of people don't do?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That shit is not easy.
At all.
Consistency in this podcast game is not easy, especially when it's 4 of us. We all got wives, we all got small kids, trying to carve out time to do this once a week. Man, it's not easy, but we give it everything we got. You know, funny enough, when we started this podcast, I told the guys that's on with me, I was like, just give me 100 episodes, and then we can call it quits after that. But we in it till we ain't. So,
Hey, that's real because, you know, even with myself to get ready for a podcast, you know, this season we reached our 100 episodes as well, which is definitely a milestone because you don't realize how hard this podcast stuff is because it's the biggest thing is being consistent. And it's tough because especially you're working with multiple people. Everybody has their own lives. You know, I was working to multiple people. Shout out to my boy KP and to the other person. God bless you. But it's difficult because you have to be consistent and you have to still remain passionate about it. There's been certain times where I've been like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this because it's like, how much more I got in me? You know, how much more can I keep doing this stuff like that? But every season, when it's time for the new season, something just falls in my lap, and that's God just telling me to keep going. We ain't done yet. So it's a crazy milestone to reach 100 episodes. Once again, congratulations on that, my boy. So we're gonna actually talk about a few topics that you guys took on in your podcast career. On the episode Hibachi with a Side of Meth, you guys played a game called One Got to Go.
it's a wild story. Bro.
Hibachi with the side of meth.
Yeah,
No, thank
man.
you.
That's one of their titles for this
I take the
to the
hibachi.
episodes.
Keep it going.
One Gotta Go. So there's going to be different categories of different things that they did, and we're going to pick one thing has to go out of this list, right? So the first one is going to be seasons. The seasons are winter, spring, summer, and fall. Out of those 4 seasons, which one gotta go? For me, personally, I went to DC one time in the snow. Them that died. Winter got to go for me ASAP. I don't do no. You from like the country somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Right. So y'all, I can't. It get cold out there, right?
Yes, it's snow out there.
You see, I don't do that. JD, what about you?
Oh yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm a Floridian.
All day, 813.
Winter gotta go. We don't even got one of them here. So
yeah, so I would prefer to have that and get rid of summer.
Do you know how cold it is when it be snowing?
Yeah.
Imagine me going to DC, snowing, right? Walking outside with flip flops on.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. I wanted to go see the Martin Luther King statue, right? So I'm like, okay. Me and my friend like, we gonna go. I said, I'm pulling these slides, bro. My feet almost went numb.
You ain't gonna check the weather? You ain't gonna check the weather?
I had to check the weather. I saw it was snowing, but I didn't realize how cold snow is. You know, you look at snow, you be like, okay, it was my first time seeing snow, so I'm like, okay, you look at snow, you be like, okay, it's just snow.
So you
not realizing that it's ice.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops. Them that died.
Snow. Flip-flops.
Snow. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right.
Jasmine, what about you?
Summer.
Excuse me?
Summer. It's too hot. It's way too hot. I have eczema, so my flare ups are like ridiculous during the summer. I got eczema, and that is so annoying for me. So summer can go. I'm okay.
How y'all feel? Okay, God is good. Next one is going to be high school years: freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. What year got to go?
Senior.
What the heck? That's the best year. Get your yearbook, cap and gown, grad night.
I ain't care for it.
Your mama made
My
you drive the
senior
car.
was horrible.
You know, you tipping off on a little alcohol. Maybe if you live that life, you people like you go to prom, you do a little thing, you become a man or a woman. You know, a senior. I think for me, it's gonna be sophomore year. I just don't. It just was like it was a regular. You're not really grown, but you're you're in high school, so you're a teenager. But yeah, sophomore got to go. My junior year,
it was a slump.
I think my senior got to stay because when I got my senior, I got a little job at this fast food place. Had a little money in my pocket. Coming in with polo boots, and polo boots was hot. Had them gray ones. It cost $150.
Hey,
I was in Bloomingdale stepping. I went to Bloomingdale High School. We not be stepping, bro. What you talking about? Polo boots, bro. Them was in stock. Okay. JD, what about you?
I'm right there with you, bro. Sophomore year, it's just like you not a freshman, but you still kind of a freshman. Like you still green, so
Right.
You don't really get no. Freshman year you experiencing high school for the first time. Junior year you a upperclassman now, so you got a little pull. And then senior year, that's the only year worth coming because that be almost over. You're almost out of there.
That's what you're looking forward to.
I'm telling you.
What about you, Jasmine?
I said already.
What you said?
Senior.
Oh yeah, you said because you didn't have the best senior year. My senior year, I won best dress. So listen, I was in there like I had a little money in my pocket. It was in there stuffing, bitch. I said the polo boots had them people going crazy. Anyway,
you went to Bloomingdale?
Bloomingdale High School. Yeah, what you talking about, cuz? Class of 2011. What high school you went to?
I went to King.
Oh, you went King High School.
Yeah.
In Temple Terrace.
New
kind of like New So Tippy is right. The hood. Oh,
school,
and you survived. Tell me you
Temple
survived.
Terrace, that's like Nucio.
That's what I'm saying, right? How do you survive that? I'm playing. No, because I used to live, because King High School, I used to live in apartments right across the street, King High School. And I know about y'all over there. It's rough. Anybody that come out of there that's like Middleton, y'all survived a hard time. And Blake. I don't know. In Spoto. Respect, no offense. They all black schools, but listen. Okay. JD, what high school you went to?
We ain't got to talk about that, bro.
Oh, dang. Justin, what high school you went to?
I went to 2, so I went to Armwood and Brandon.
Okay. I went to Brandon, too.
Oh, wait, what's wrong with Brandon?
I mean,
I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Completely different experience than Armwood.
Okay, next one. Lay's chips, salt and vinegar, sour cream and onions, original and barbecue. As a child, I don't even know who decided to make salt and vinegar, but you have lost your mind. It got to go ASAP. One of the nastiest chips I've ever tasted in my life. I don't know how y'all enjoy salt and vinegar chips. Let me go to the store. I'm finna go to the store and get me some salt and vinegar. Who have you ever heard somebody say that? Let me go to the store and get some salt and vinegar chips. What?
Me. I used to be that
For
person.
real?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the salt or the vinegar that get you?
Both, told up with my eyes open and closed.
How your mouth feeling all funny and stuff after eating too many of them?
It felt good.
What about you, Q? Which one you taking out?
Taking out or
Got one got to go.
Oh yeah, salt
What-
and vinegar gotta go.
What was the
I thought
The
the
list?
options?
option what we picking.
No, the option is one got to go out of the
Okay,
people in the list. So right. So I said Lay's got. I mean, salt and vinegar got to go. So the chips, it was salt and vinegar, sour cream and onion, original, and barbecue.
Yeah, salt and vinegar.
Sour cream and onion. Oh, I'm sorry, it's your turn. My bad.
Salt and vinegar gotta go though.
JD.
She took the words out of my mouth, bro. Sour cream and
Really?
onion can ride, bro. I don't. How you fix your mouth and say you're going to get some of that from the stove?
I mean, but those go good with food though, like with
Ew.
hamburgers and hot
Nah.
dogs.
Barbecue, yes, but not no
Yeah,
sour cream and
barbecue.
onion.
Actually, barbecue is pretty low on my list. Honestly, that was gonna be my next one. I'm messing up. I've never been a Lay's barbecue fan. You feel me? Or the originals. I'm not a Lay's fan altogether. I ain't gonna hold you, except cheddar.
I never cared for the
Yeah,
cheddar one.
Okay. On one of the On the Stoop podcast episode, it was called Friday the 13th. One of the questions is, when you buy somebody a car, do you just buy the car or you just put down the deposit?
And I was serious about that question too, cause I don't know. I ain't never bought nobody a car, so
I don't know either.
I think honestly, I think the way it works is when you buy somebody a car, you buy the car, but of course they have to pay for the title, registration, and insurance themselves. So I would say you pay for the whole car, and the other person handles the insurance aspect of it. That's when you go to because when you go in the game show, that's what they do. They give you the car. I mean it's a pay car, but you of course got to keep up the insurance on it.
I thought they still make you have payments on that bill.
No, they giving you the car as a gift. How you go to a game show and they put payments? They be like, here's a gift. You want a 2024, but you got to pay the monthly bill on this bill.
Have some underlying message.
now
When-
on the
forget
game
what-
shows, I think you still pay taxes and titles on the car. But
Yeah.
they bought the car like
Right.
that. But
That's
I'm
like Oprah. They she said, you get a car. She ain't finna make them pay them monthly bills on it. Could cap that shit. I would have got it. What about you? Nessa, if you buy somebody a car, you gonna buy the car or just put a deposit down on the car? Jasmine. She chewed the fuck out of the gum.
If I buy them a car, like what kind of car am I buying them? Why would I want to buy somebody a car?
You love him? Like that man Keith Lee, his wife.
And that's what
Was the example.
that's what
But
came
I
to mind
mean,
for this.
I feel like if I was to buy my partner a car, we'll have to be married at that point. So I would do either
deep
or,
stuff, yeah.
either buy it or put the money down for you. But that's with marriage. I'm not doing that. No single person. I don't love nobody that much. Ain't nobody buying me no car.
If I was a celebrity, I'd buy somebody a car. If I had some money like that,
I ain't
I
doing
would.
all that.
And next question from the same episode of theirs: is there any movie that you think you could survive in or beat the villain?
Any Halloween movie.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I can be what's the dude from Friday the 13th? Jason, beat his ass.
Yeah, you gonna be on a t-shirt.
That
bitch.
man
You
was,
was better off saying Michael Myers.
No, I want
that
Jason.
man will end your ass.
You
What you mean?
You gonna be on the t-shirt, bit dog.
If he ain't got that
Splatter.
little what that knife thing, it's a wrap. It's just straight fist.
He
All you need is these. What it said? What that,
That
man
man
said?
got hands.
What that man said on Friday? All you need is these. Yeah.
That man got hands. Hope
You win some, you lose some.
and you gonna lose
But
out.
you win. You fight.
Definitely.
Let me today. What you talking about? So I said Jason. You can't tell me Q. Who you got? What it is? You give me very much like Freddy Krueger type of vibe. Trying to take his ass on Jeeper Keepers.
I said Mike. I take on Mike Myers.
You losing first quarter.
How?
That man hit you upside the head with a bat. That's what he does. He come behind you and hit you. You don't never he typically gonna get you from the front. It's from behind.
Just put him in the grinder.
You're gonna put him in a grinder. But you can't
That
put
last one they
Jason.
did, I ain't
You
really
can't
like
you
it,
can't
though.
put Jason in the grinder, huh?
I don't know what you do to Jason, but you not beating that man. I don't care.
JD.
Y'all, both of y'all getting ready to be on t-shirts. First and foremost, bro. 'Cause there's only one right answer to this. It's Chucky. That's it.
He's small.
Keep them zip ties on him like he in the box. He's stuck, bro.
But he's swift.
He real
He
mischievous.
can fit into small spaces.
Take the batteries out of that thing, bro.
I don't think he got batteries.
He didn't have
He
batteries.
didn't have batteries.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie,
it's a
Chucky a
toy.
little too swift,
Yeah, he's too
I
swift.
say, yeah, he's smart as hell.
Yeah,
Only
he's-
if he can get out the box, bro.
and he gonna get out
he
that
gonna
box.
get out
man. We
every
understand.
time. One thing he finna do is get that damn box.
That's because he finessed them kids. That's what that is. He finessed them kids to open it.
Okay. So who you said, Jasmine?
I'm gonna go with Michael Myers.
Jasmine. Come on.
Nah, you saying Jason was way worse. I say Michael
You could have
Myers.
said the sharks off of
I'm
Deep
definitely
Blue Sea.
First of all, why would I say that? If I'm in a boat, I literally can't go anywhere. I'm done for. That's number one. For two, I can't swim that long. We can't last in water that long. So I'm dying either or. Whether the shark kill me, the water gonna kill me.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm finna die first quarter in every single situation. Ain't nobody I'm finna, because I'm like, nah, man. Because I'm not the type of person. You ain't finna like what's that movie with the cube? What is it? The cube? Pinhead with the needles. The dude, I'm not doing it. Hellraiser. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I can't do that either.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, what's his name? Razor. You know what I'm talking about? The man, the pen.
Something
If that happened to me, just take my out first quarter. Take me out first quarter, because that man he ain't finna. They be stretching and torching and stabbing and stuff like that. So that movie like this crazy, man. Okay. You should. It's good. Next one. On the episode 9 plus 20 equals 21. No, excuse me. 9 plus 10 equals 21? Question mark. They asked the question is, what is in the McRib?
Mystery. I saw
Ain't
one
no
of
mystery.
them installed on the floor one time at McDonald's.
You see them cats be missing and dogs be
That's
missing.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw an eyeball in it.
They said the koala population going down anyway. The koala
That's
bears population,
wild.
I believe, is them.
That's crazy.
Mixed in that with some roaches and shit. I've never been a fan of the McRibs. Y'all been a
I'm about
fan of
to throw
McRibs.
I think like dog food. And then the way they be shaping it, bro, they be shaping it. You know how ribs look when they got the bones and all that? Like, they be
It looks so
be doing the
generic.
meat
It's
like
like,
that.
I'm
like
trying to
it's
block
bones,
it out.
bro,
I
like-
can't block out y'all are literally
It's
creating
like
a
a piece
visual.
of taffy.
Like,
And
I
I
don't-
saw like a meat patty unthawed. It was all puffy.
and they
like
bring them
patch-
bitches back. They bring the McRib back again.
They don't need to. They need to keep them far away.
But just
They
imagine
need to bring
people
back the dollar
tearing it
menu.
up.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, just imagine people tearing it up.
They do.
Like,
do.
All the
McRib.
time.
They be ready for them things. I don't know why.
You shouldn't buy nothing that you buy one get one a penny. Because that mean they trying to get rid of them hoes. You don't need to do that.
Stomach line gonna be.
I'm telling you.
Oh man, there is a show. Not a show. There's a segment on the Stoop podcast called Florida Man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know how you guys was finding this segment, so I realized that you guys were typing in Florida Man in Google and finding these crazy stories. So I'm just gonna do one before we wrap it up here. Florida man bashes woman's head into tree stump because she woke him up on her way to the bathroom. Now, I don't know what's in the Mississippi water that they done brought down to Florida, or the Louisiana water they done brought down to Florida. But it's something going. Florida's like a different continent. I don't know what the hell be going on. It be alligators and squirrels just everywhere. Random ass cats. I was walking yesterday and a random ass cat just came up to me meowing and stopping me like I'm supposed to do something about it. What you going through? Okay, sorry.
At a moment.
How do you feel about if when somebody wakes you out your sleep? How you feel? You feel like bashing somebody upside the head?
No, I mean, I ain't gonna bash nobody upside the head. I mean, I might wake up for like 2 seconds, be like, then I'm going back to sleep.
The only time I've been mad waking up out of my sleep was when my mom used to wake me up to beat me. She was trying to catch me in my sleep a couple times, right? And I'll hear that whack. Wait a minute, I should have called CPT on her ass a long time ago. I ain't gonna hold you, fam. Should have had her ass in jail. Dead ass. Anyway, Jenny, how do you feel about this man just randomly bashing this woman upside the head simply because she was going up and going to the bathroom?
Look, Florida a wild place. I ain't never wanted to beat somebody up because they I guess she got out the bed too loud or something. I don't know. I got a 2-year-old. I get woke up out my sleep all the time. So I ain't never thought to bash nobody's head in. You just you wake up. So I'm gonna say drugs.
It gotta be, cause like what? Like did she drag him out of bed?
I think it's
with
that
her?
fentanyl, right?
No.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, see, I don't even know how to pronounce it. That's why you know I mess with that stuff.
Trying to see it.
Yeah, that's why that's that. Because, see, the God covers me, right?
Yes, he does.
And when he does, he makes certain words impossible for me to say while you're playing.
That's right.
Yeah, I had a question that I saw on Instagram. If you guys go to a party, right? You're having a good time, you're chilling with your friends, right? And you look over your shoulder and you see Becky and Tom and them pull out the Luigi board. What the fuck y'all doing then? JD, what you doing?
I'm going home. I'm going home. That means the party that once you get to a certain time in the party,
Right.
it's no longer the party that you came to. So it's time for me to go. I'm good on that one. Nah, bro, y'all can talk to them spirits and have them move your hands and all that when I'm in the car. Nah, I'm Gucci.
Jasmine.
I'm leaving, but I always leave every function early. So I don't think I have to worry about that.
Regardless, funerals, graduations, birthday parties.
Early.
Listen,
I don't even play that. Don't ask me about nothing. Don't pull out nothing foreign. I don't want to see nothing. So if anybody got questions or concerns, don't even call and ask me about anything. I'm good.
I'm a Q. What about you?
What about again?
The Luigi board. Are you leaving? Or are you staying?
I don't know. I honestly might be curious to see what it do.
You give me that type of energy.
I might be curious to see what it do. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You look like you a little bit too far from the crossing. We need to put your ass in Sunday service, everything. And hold on, you said you was in church and you believe in okay. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you a quick scenario. If that ever happened, I'm gonna look over. I'm be like, what's going on? This is what y'all doing? I'm leaving. And then as I leave, if I was bringing food out the door, it can't go with me because they probably took some sticks and was putting some witchcraft on that shit, so that can't go. And then I swear to God, I'm going somewhere wherever holy water is and splashing it over my whole body because I'm a what do they call them? A prayer warrior. I don't play them games like that.
Spirits will follow you.
What exactly? Luigi. Only Luigi I want to talk about is Mario Luigi.
He said Luigi is Ouija.
Whatever. See, that's that goes back to my stop statement when God doesn't put the correct vocabulary
I thought
words.
he was saying Luigi. I thought I was tripping.
God didn't put the right words in my mouth to me. You feel me? You feel how that goes?
Yes,
Ain't nothing but God.
I got you out. Don't worry about it.
Ain't nothing but God. I'm gonna have to conversation with you because you embarrassed me for my damn show.
I had to make sure I'm like,
hey, how you pronounce it again, Luigi? Ouija, but that's not how you spell it. It starts with an L.
No, it does not.
Not even close.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Anyway, it's your boy, the Mexican. It's your boy, the Mexican. Coming to you live in the color. Bring that also amazing touch. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 5. Make sure you follow the podcast page at readyforit_1. Also follow myself at amazing I am _ Q. Where can the people find you at?
Find me on Facebook at the Quincy Wilson. Find me on IG at LA_VON225.
Okay, and
find me on YouTube at the Quincy Wilson.
Okay, and also real quick before we go, you're starting a little fitness business. What's going on with that?
Yes, sir. Starting that up. I had a little setback because I had to take care of some personal business, but I got to get my video in order. Just working with you either inside the gym or outside. I'm really big on working outside because I feel like the gym is more for show. We can get more work in on one-to-one being outside of us, like park and stuff like that. So, I got that coming into work, so just be on the lookout for that.
And my boy JD, where can people find you at and also the podcast page? Shout out to people in the podcast, your group, your fellas.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, shout out to my dogs, man. JP, G Money, and my dog P Walk. Me personally, you can find me on Instagram at theycallmejd_. And then, the podcast, if you want to follow and support, at We On The Stoop on IG. If you want to listen, we on Apple, Google, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. If they got podcasts, 9 times out of 10, we on there.
Yes, sir.
We on the it's on the Stoop podcast. You'll see it. It's 4 black guys in cartoon figures, so it hard to miss.
Jasmine, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram. My personal page is Nessa or whatever, and my business page is Nessa the Hairologist.
Hey, get ready for it. Bye.